Good evening, everyone. You are watching reaction formation right now, and in this question, we are going to discuss some basic, simple common sense. First of all, which of the following is type of inversion is observed in reaction formation? And the question says for the implicit one, explicit, conscious, and unconscious. It's just so simple that you just need to understand what is reaction formation, what you do in reaction formation, and what is this defense mechanism is referring to. The way you will behave in reaction formation defense mechanism is the answer for this. Okay, so first of all, what you need to know is just by knowing what is reaction formation, you will be able to get this answer correctly. So what is reaction formation? You are worried about something, let's suppose X, and you are behaving Y. Okay, so your behavior will be what? Just simply try to analyze. If you are behaving something, if you are doing some actions, so will it be implicit or explicit? Just tell me this. If you are behaving in a certain way, then it will be explicit. Okay, but what you are feeling about yourself, will it be conscious or unconscious? Okay, so pretty obviously it would be some your unconscious thing. That is why the answer is B and D only. For this, how the answer is B and D only, you first of all, you just need to understand basics of reaction formation. It is one of the type of defense mechanism which you can refer to in the NCRT or any general psychology book as well. Okay, what you will do, you will just do the opposite of what you feel and what you pretended to do or whatever it is. Okay, it's just opposite you are doing, because defense mechanism, whatever, one of the example, prime example is the repression, and it is the most repeated. Okay, suppression of the bad memories or the memories which you don't want to recall. Okay, repression, repeating every and every time. So correct answer is explicit one and the unconscious one. So option number 3 gets correct. B and D only is the correct answer over here. Hello everyone, welcome back once again. You are watching this channel, and in today's video we are going to discuss about our part number 14 of our 2021 series. If you have not watched the previous part, then make sure that you have watched all the videos from part number 1 to part number 13, and then let's begin with our part number 14. And look, see, regard, why you need to do the PYQs is this. Attitude which is conscious and easy to report is called explicit attitude. Just some PYQ in 2023 paper from the 2021 reference. Something very similar to what we just did. Now, next one, which of the following tactics for gaining compliance are based on reciprocity? Okay, so it is talking about reciprocity, and reciprocity is a technique for given by Robert Cialdini, and his book is Influence. If you have not read this book, it is recommended, highly recommended, that once you go in Delhi or whatever, you can order online this book Influence, which will change your perception if you are into these type of things. Okay, now what is the correct answer over here? So pretty obviously you're a psychology student, so it is not recommended for you. But the tactics for gaining compliance are based on reciprocity. The door in the face technique, every one of you will know that, okay, door in the face is based on the reciprocity principle. That's not all approach, and if you just know by this thing, you are over here. Okay, either A and B is correct or A and C is correct. Foot in the door technique is not based on what reciprocity, it is based on the compliance thing. Okay, or the consistency thing, based on the consistency, foot in the door. And playing hard to get is also not based on reciprocity. So the correct answer is the door in the face technique, and that's not all approach. And this is again a PYQ. This foot in the door technique was recently asked in the June 24 session. Now, the door in the face technique, what it is first making a big request, then getting a no. So reciprocity will come in picture, and then you will make another request and it will be yes. Okay, same what is happening in the that's not all approach as well. So you will remember this for your life. A and B, I mean the door in the face technique and the that's not all approach is based on the principle of your reciprocity. Okay, not on consistency. Consistency is for your foot in the door technique. And see, this is Premium 2.0. Door in the face, that's not all based on the reciprocity principle. This flattery, self-promotion, improving self-image and all these things is for the ingratiation. Foot in the door and low ball technique is for the commitment or the consistency, as well as playing hard to get deadline technique is coming for your scarcity principle. Now let's move ahead. This inter-scorer reliability, I will tell you why it is so relevant. See, relevant, it is so relevant in the recent exam as well. I guess the December 23 one. Okay, there was a question asked on Cohen's kappa or Cohen's kappa or kappa, whatever it is. This Cohen's kappa is associated with this inter-scorer reliability. So first of all, What is the inter-scorer reliability? Let's suppose there is a dancing audition going on. One girl, one boy is dancing over here, and there are one jury, two jury, three jury, and four jury. They will always all will what? They will all rate this particular guy, person, whatever it is, and then the result will be made. The same thing happens in the inter-scorer reliability as well. Okay, whereas reliability is assessed on based on the inter-scorer. Sometimes there can be one scorer, I mean two scorer, and more than two, and then where the Cohen's kappa come in the picture. Now, projective test of personality, achievement test with short answers, and achievement test with essay type questions. One, two, three. In these three, we will use inter-scorer reliability. It is simple, basic, common sense question. The correct answer is your option number three. A, B, C. In three of these, you will use inter-scorer reliability. Why not in self-report personality inventories? Do you know any self-report personality inventory? If you know, then you will get to know that okay, in this there is no scope of someone from outside who can rate you. There is no scope from someone from outside who can rate you differently, okay, based on the, I mean the inventory, whichever type of inventory it is. Okay, so the D is not going to be the answer. So what will be the answer will be a projective test of personality, maybe Rorschach, thematic, whatever it is, achievement test with short answers, and achievement test with essay type questions. In three of these, inter-scorer reliability is relevant, but not in the self-report inventory. It is a IMP question. They can ask you again anytime soon. Okay, so make sure that you note this down. Option number 3 is the correct answer over here. Now, next question, that is our question number 48. A good question, and you will be shocked to know that this question has been repeated once again in, I guess, December 23, or where, or maybe in June 24, whatever year it is. But recent exam, this question was repeated. I will tell you where. When that question will come, which of the following are correctly described influences of behaviorism? Influences of behaviorism they are talking about. Okay. Now, behaviorism, as all of you would know, that okay, it is consisting of this guy, Skinner, Barry Cover Jones, maybe Watson, definitely. Okay. So now, as soon as you come with this particular word behaviorism in your mind, what comes to your mind? John B. Watson, that thing, okay, that little Albert experiment, B.F. Skinner, maybe IV Pavlov, and all those things. Okay, now what is happening? Watson's scientific psychology was designed to predict and control human behavior. We don't know what it is. Mary Cover Jones studied the effectiveness of counter conditioning. We don't know if we had not read the C book. Okay, now Skinner claimed to have introduced the term behavior therapy and is also credited for it. Behavior therapy and credit for it. Lazarus emphasized the extension of Thorndike's law of effect. So if you have studied, if you would have known that okay, this statement is absolutely wrong. Why? Because Lazarus emphasized the extension of Thorndike's law of effect. It is wrong. Why? Because Skinner was the person. Okay. So Thorndike's law of effect tells you about whatever positive consequences you will have, you will most likely repeat that behavior. Same thing was presented by operant conditioning by B.F. Skinner. So D statement is wrong. As soon as you get D wrong, you are left with only second and the this one. Okay, I mean second option and the second option and the third option. Now B and C. Mary Cover Jones studied the effectiveness of counter conditioning, and Skinner claimed to have introduced the term behavior therapy and is also credited for it. Do you think Skinner has introduce this behavior therapy? No, never. If you have studied, then you will be able to understand that okay, C and D, both the options are wrong, and that is how we get the correct answer. A and B are the correct answer, because you would have never encountered this behavior therapy associated with the Skinner, BF Skinner. Okay, so what is the correct answer over here? Correct answer is your option number 3, A and B only. Watson's scientific psychology was designed to predict and control human behavior. Mary Cover Jones studied the effectiveness of counter conditioning. And now it's time for a shock therapy. Can you read this? What it is written over here? Why I am telling you that this book is one of the best? Obviously, physical version, link in the description. You can see Mary Cover Jones, what she is doing, cancel out the phobic reaction and see what is happening over here. She then began a process of counter conditioning. It is mentioned in here. Little Peter was by this person, successfully conditioning Peter to be afraid of whatever it is. Just go and read. She then began a process of counter conditioning. And what we are solving over here, correctly described influences of behaviorism. Do you need to read any hi-fi books, any costly books? No, you just need basics. Correct. Mary Cover Jones studied the effectiveness of counter conditioning. 100% true. B is going to be the answer. You just have to check. Skinner claimed to have introduced. Why Skinner will talk about behavior therapy? What he has to do with behavior therapy? Okay, but we know that statement 1 and statement 2 are more correct as of now if we are referring to the C book. Okay, so John B. Watson, Little Albert experiment, and counter conditioning by Mary Jones in 1924, 4 years after. And what it is counter conditioning. So you must note this thing down. Okay, leave that behavior therapy thing as of now. And with this, it's time to leave this video as well. See you all in the next part. That is going to be your part number 15. I hope you liked the video, you enjoyed the video, and you got some knowledge. Make sure that you like the like button and subscribe the button and that button of Telegram channel if you have not joined, where you can have access to these books completely FOC, free of cost. Then make sure that you click on the link given in the description and join from there the Telegram one. And if you will refer or if you want that physical book, the link is also given in the description. Make sure that you take full benefit from this particular book. Okay, all right, thank you.